Hey everybody, and welcome back to Slowpoke Racing and to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by Eldridge Air Conditioning. Sorry if I sound a bit distant at the minute. I seem to be having a bit of YouTube issues. I keep getting an error message coming up telling me it's not broadcasting, and then it's forbidden and it won't let me broadcast, and then it will let me broadcast. So fingers crossed this is actually being recorded and being broadcast, and you will get to see it. If not, I'm going to go and throw myself out the window, because all the kit I've got is too expensive to throw out the window, so I'll throw myself out, shall I? Anyway, we are back for our final race at Catalunya in Spain. And I've gone and lost my little map. There it is. So, yeah, 2.8 miles, 14 turns ahead of us. And what a fantastic couple of races we've already had. It is, I think, the man of the moment is Dan. He got a third in race one. He actually won race two. And so he'll be looking to get himself a hat-trick and get himself on the podium in race three. But there are plenty of people ahead of him and around him to stop that from happening. None other than Grasshopper, who is, well, he's always up there on the podium, isn't he? So it's going to be an interesting race, this one. It's a bit of a reverse grid. I think from what the rules stated, it's the top 8 or something get reversed. And although the way they've been making their own rules up, who knows what it is. So we'll just go down the grid and have a look, shall we, and see where everybody is. So as you can see, Taff is on pole position. Unforgiven is second. Then we've got Carlsberg sitting in third. Fourth on the grid is Wayne G. Fifth is Brian Moncani. What a battle he had in race two. First of all with Dan, then with Thomas. So Brian right in the thick of it right from the start. 6 is Thomas, Grasshopper 7th, Dan, the man of the moment, in 8th. Hodgie is 9th, Rossi is 10th, Sai 11th, Chris 12th, Vane 13th, Hawkeye 14th, and Phaser is 15th on the grid. Now then, I'm going to stay at the back with Phaser, because he just doesn't seem to be getting some decent starts just lately. I'm wondering what it is. In fact, let's get this view up, shall we? Well, another long hold. Oh, now then, Phaser's forgot to actually press the noisy pedal, and already he's a little way off of the rest of the pack. But what a start for Unforgiven. Unforgiven catapults his way up into the lead, but Dan, look who is there. Dan the man is already on the inside, and that has completely caught Unforgiven out, and Unforgiven now drops down to fourth. Dan up to third. Taff still out in front and leading this race. Then Carlsberg slotting in behind him in the BMW. Then we've got Dan in third, Unforgiven in fourth, Grasshopper in the other breakdown BMW. Oh, two of them. It's going to get very confusing in a minute, isn't it? Especially if they start racing each other. We're going to let everybody settle down, shall we, as Grasshopper has a look up the inside there of Unforgiven at turn 5 at Seat. I forgot where I was then. So Grasshopper right in amongst the thick of it. Taff still out there in front in that GTI. So come on, Taff, we want a win from you today. At least get on the podium. We're rooting for you. We really want Taff. I really want Taff to get on the podium. So that's who I'm rooting for today. Come on, Taff. He is on the hard tyres though, so it's going to be a big ask to fight off some of these guys. Dan on the hard tyres. Thomas also on the hards. He's made his way up into third in the Focus. Then we've got Wayne G on the mediums, so maybe this could be the race for Wayne G to suddenly come alive and get himself back up there in winning ways. Then we've got the two breakdown vehicles of Grasshopper in 5th and Carlsberg in 6th. Hard to say which one is the replica of the replica. 7th is Chris. Then we've got a slight gap then back to Vane in 8th, all on his own. Then we've got a three-way fight now, 3 abreast, or almost 4, if Phaser can catch up to these guys. Everybody's settling down a little bit. Rossi moves up into 9th, so Rossi takes that 9th position as Hawkeye has a look up the inside of Rossi as they go into turn 1, but Rossi holding on to that inside line in turn 2. Hawkeye slotting back in behind him in 10th, although he's got side chasing him down. as they move through into turn 3. This long sweeping right-hander of Renault. Cyan 11th, then we've got Phaser in 12th. He's managed to get himself back up there in amongst the pack. Hodgie in 13th, Unforgiven 14th, and Brian Moncani has come into the pits. Some new boots for Brian Moncani. Well, what's that all about? What tyres is he on? Let's have a look. He's come out and he's on medium tyres. I have no idea what that's about. There has been a lot of controversy over the tyres. Yeah, don't know. We'll leave it there. We have a new race leader, and it is Thomas. Sorry we missed that, but Thomas has managed to get himself in front of Dan. Now, Thomas on the hard tyres, I believe Dan is as well. Dan going up the inside at turn 10. He absolutely loves this track, doesn't he, Dan? And it is showing. Dan getting himself back in front, just ahead of Thomas after a bit of a hard fight, but Dan looking for his second win, his third podium. He's not been on the podium at all this season, and got it in race 1, and that's it now. He's on it. He's going to be on it all the time. That's what he wants. Wayne G in third, having a bit of a good old tussle with Grasshopper as the 4 of them now start to try and pull away. Wayne G picking up the fastest lap of 151.9. I'm sure that's going to come down as the race progresses. Grasshopper, let's jump on board with Grasshopper, shall we, go as we get onto the back of Wayne G. Into turn 1 we go then straight into turn 2. This left-hander, Grasshopper looking to go around the outside, is he, at turn 3. This long sweeping, bit of a tyre shredder this one. Into exit of turn 3, then up towards turn 4. Now then, it was Brian Moncani, I think, that came unstuck at this turn once before. You've got to be careful getting on the power. Quick look behind us as Grasshopper goes all the way up the inside and trying to do the same to Wayne G. Wayne G in second at the minute. Grasshopper going around the outside at turn 5 at Sayat. Really doesn't bother him. We've seen him do that a few times already in the previous races. And, well, he don't care, does he? He just goes around the outside. Nobody told him you're not allowed to. Quick look in the mirror. And Carlsberg is behind us. So let's get out of here. Oh, there's Thomas. I thought it was Thomas that was supposed to be there. They were side by side. That's why I couldn't see him. So Thomas and Grasshopper side by side as they come through turn 9. Down towards turn 10, it is Thomas on the inside. And just getting his nose in front, is he? Again, Grasshopper doesn't care. He will go around the outside if he has to. Trying to get the old switcheroo going there, but Thomas defending very well. Grasshopper really having to work hard if he wants to get that P3 back from Thomas as they come up towards the final turn at turn 14, and Grasshopper having a bit of a sniff around the inside of Thomas, and then again as they go through turn 14 back onto the straight. Now he's got 1,047 metres sprint all the way down to turn 1. Grasshopper getting tucked right underneath the rear wing of that Focus. A dab of the old nitrous, and that sees him go by, but Thomas straight away starts to have a look at trying to get past Grasshopper again, decides against it and just slots in behind him, trying to save a bit of fuel and those tyres, no doubt. Thomas on those hards, Grasshopper on the mediums. So yeah, he did use the hards in the previous race, didn't he? So he saved the softer compounds for this race. So only mediums and hards allowed to be used. That's probably why Brian came in. I didn't see what tyres he started on, but that's put him all the way back now. Fastest lap at the minute is Dan at 149.5. Currently leading this race as well is Dan, just ahead of Wayne G. Grasshopper in third, then Thomas in fourth with Carlsberg chasing him down. I bet he's wondering what he's looking at, Thomas. If he looks ahead of him, he sees the RAC. If he looks behind him, he sees the RAC. Could get very confusing for Thomas. Hawkeye in 6. Oh, has he got a penalty? Yes, he has. He's carrying a half a second penalty, so Hodgie will definitely take that away from him. You can see Hawkeye, the bar starting to fill up as he comes around turn 9. Starts on down the hill. Now he's going to pick another half up there. I thought he went very wide, but no, as Hodgie goes by into turn 10, it is Hawkeye still on the inside, but Hodgie just that little bit further up the road and able to get turn 10 done, no problem. Through 11, then into 12. So Hodgie in 6th, then with Hawkeye in 7th, Vane in 8th. He's right in amongst it this time. It was a bit of a lonely race for him in race 2, but he's in the thick of it now, isn't he? Right there in amongst them. Unforgiven in 10th, just behind him. In fact, shall we go on board with Unforgiven and see what he can see? Now then, you can see Vane has definitely hit that boost button, and Unforgiven hasn't, and that is why Vane started to pull away. Has a quick look behind us. Right next to us, you can see it's Chris that's going to move through into P10 again. I'm guessing he's used that nitrous. Unforgiven saving what bit he has left for later on in the race. So around turn 3 we go, and Unforgiven taking the title line. He is on the medium tyres, so he can afford to take that title line. And Vane got caught out a little bit there, I think, as Unforgiven goes up the inside. Oh, Vane really closing the door on Unforgiven. Not a great deal of room there, just enough for the Alpha to slip on through, but Vane just holding on to that inside line. Chris trying to have a look up the inside. Oh, it's all getting very touchy-feely now, as it is still Vane on the inside. We'll stay with these guys as they come down here, 2 wide. It is Vane just ahead of Unforgiven as they go into turn 7 through turn 8 and then start up the hill towards turn 9. Vane on the inside. You want to stay off of that AstroTurf stuff? Now then, did he get through? Yes, he did. Unforgiven just sneaks through into 10th. 9th, sorry. Vane in 10th, but he's having a look up the inside as they hit turn 10. Unforgiven going the long way round. Vane going up the inside. He's got Taff chasing him down. Taff is just picking up a bit of slipstreaming from the 2 guys in front of him. Chris is doing the same as well in the Crown Athlete. Around these final few turns they go. Oh, as Chris goes very deep into the kitty litter. Rossi just behind them, just hanging on with a half a second penalty. He's going to have to serve that on the next lap. It is still Chris in 12th, Taff in 11th, Vane in 10th, Unforgiven in 9th. Unforgiven has just managed to open up a little bit of a gap to the guys behind him, as we see Taff and Vane almost going side by side down towards turn 1. Vane just slotting in behind Taff, maybe going to have a look at the inside as they hit turn 1. Can he get it slowed down? Is the 2 GTIs against each other. Fantastic racing from these guys in mid-pack. Well, more towards the back, isn't it? But fantastic racing. We've said it many, many times. You do not need to be at the front of the pack for a good race. Oh, as Taff has picked up a 1-second penalty. The race gods here at Catalunya really have been cruel to these guys. I think the damage is on a heavy, which is bad enough, but these penalties really are being dished out. Things trying to settle down a little bit. Chris has moved up into 11th, just ahead of Vane, and then we've got Rossi sniffing around the back there, but Rossi is just collecting penalties, isn't he? He must have had about 2 minutes worth over the 3 races. He will be absolutely cursing another 1-second penalty. So this little battle he's having with Vane, well, it really is in vain, isn't it? Because Vane is just going to escape from him now as Rossi serves that penalty. See the front of the car really dip down as those brakes get slammed on. So Rossi with a bit of work to do again to catch up to the back of Vane and Taff. I'll put a challenge in there. Poor old Fazer never really got into either of the races here in Catalunya. He's down in 14th with a regular red box above the car, so he's going to serve that on his next lap. And Brian Moncani down in 15th, having made a stop. I can't remember why. I can't remember. I don't know. He stopped for some reason, something to do with tyres. He got a fresh set of boots on, and he's back out on the mediums. So did he start on hards and just couldn't cope with them? I don't know. We will find out. We will find out. So we've had a change of lead then. So Grasshopper has now taken up the lead. So we did miss that. Apologies while we were watching the other battles. Grasshopper has managed to get himself in front. He is on the mediums. Dandan on the hard tyres is in second. He has had a fantastic trip to Spain as Dandan. He will be pleased whatever the outcome of this race. But currently sitting in P2. Wayne G in third. This is what we like to see from Wayne G. This is what we're used to seeing with Wayne G. He is up there amongst the leaders. He is sniffing around the podium. and currently sitting in P3. So come on, Wayne G. Thomas down in 4th in the other Focus. He's got a bit of the breathing space actually now as Thomas, so he can concentrate on trying to catch back up to Wayne G. Let's just have a look at the old nitrous. Yeah, Wayne G does like to use it very early. Thomas likes to save it, and currently sitting in 4th, so look out for Thomas catching up to the 3 guys in front of him. As I say, he does like to save the old nitrous to the last part of the race. Then we've got Goldsberg down in 5th. Not that far behind Thomas. Has been using the nitrous though. We have just under 7 minutes to go. Hodgie in 6th. A good race from Hodgie so far. He's got Hawkeye chasing him down in 7th. Hawkeye getting into the slipstream, I think. But Hodgie will press the old nitrous button just to keep himself ahead of Hawkeye. Hawkeye got over half a bottle of nitrous left, so he's saving his as well, maybe for the final few laps. Sai having a good battle with Unforgiven. Sai currently holding P8, but Unforgiven having a right good rummage around the boot of that Civic, isn't he? There must be something in there he likes. He finally comes out of turn 3. It is still Sai in front of Unforgiven. Into turn 4 at Repsol they go. Unforgiven just slotting in behind. Now then, Sai just holding on to that inside line as they come down the hill towards turn 5 at Sayat. Nice tight line there from Sai, just not giving Unforgiven any opportunities to come through. Into turn 7 they go. Unforgiven, he is having a look left, he's having a look right, but there is nothing doing at the minute. He's got to wait for a mistake, I think, from Sai. Now then, as they go up the hill, it is almost side by side into turn 9. Oh, and there you go, there's the mistake. Sai has picked up half a second as Unforgiven breezes past. Sai's going to fight back though. He's got himself already on the inside, but I think Unforgiven's going to hit turn 10 first, and he does. So Unforgiven moves up into P8 and holds on to that position. And poor old Sai. Well, no, he's not. What's happened? What did I miss then? What happened then? Unforgiven was 8th. Sai was 9th. Then we seem to go around. Oh, that was it. Unforgiven getting all kind of squirrely out of turn 10. I must have took my eye off the screen because I didn't see that. All I saw was Unforgiven in 8th, and then all of a sudden he's in 9th with Sai up the road. But that's why Unforgiven just got a bit too excited with the throttle as he comes out of turn 10, and that has dropped him down a little bit. Now then, if Sai can maintain that gap, he may actually hold on to P8 when he serves that penalty. That is going to be interesting. So Unforgiven, he's just going to have to use, well, he's got no nitrous left, has he? Sai, on the other hand, has got about a quarter of a tank of the old nitrous, so I've got a feeling that Sai is going to hold on to P8 even when he serves that penalty. So a mistake from Unforgiven really let Sai off the hook there. Chris down in 10th, not really racing anybody at the minute, but he's got to maintain concentration, because as we've seen, the slightest mistake can cost you positions. Taff in 11th, we were rooting for Taff, weren't we? We wanted Taff. He started up there on pole position. We really wanted Taff to stay up there amongst them leaders. Maybe next week, I don't know where we are next week. They keep changing all the tracks as well, so I can't tell you where we are next week, but maybe next week will be Taff's week, and we would dearly love to see him on the podium at some point before the end of the season. Same with Phaser as well. We do know Phaser's quick. When he's on it, he is properly on it, but when he has a bad day, wow, does he have a bad day. Phaser got the nickname of the Wonky German. I have no idea where it come from, but it seems to have stuck. But all round good guys. Phaser saves the replay for us, and we really appreciate that. But hey, like I say, when he has a good day, he has a really good day, but this has just not been it, unfortunately, for Phaser. Always Taff goes very deep into turn 10. That's allowed Phaser to get up alongside of him. So now then, Phaser and Taff are going to have a bit of a fight it out for P11, but Taff must have crossed the line because he has got half a second penalty. Rossi down in 13th. He's also got a penalty. Well, he's been collecting them, hasn't he? Like, he must be up to 10 minutes worth now. Vane in 14th with Brian Moncani down in 50th. Well, he's just going through the motions, isn't he, as the leaders pass him. It is Grasshopper out in front by some margin, actually, as he comes around turn 4 into turn 5, and Grasshopper got quite a comfortable lead, so it looks like this race is in the bag for him. Dan in second. What a great outing he's had. If he can hold on to that P2. He has got Wayne G though, who's got other ideas behind him. So Dan currently holding the second spot on the podium, but Wayne G, let's jump on board with Wayne G. As we come up through turn 9 then. Trying to force a mistake out of Dan, just putting the pressure on him. Let's have a look at the old nitrous. Not a lot left for Wayne G. And we're on to the last 2 minutes. Grasshopper is a long way up the road, and it doesn't look like we're going to be catching him anytime soon. Wayne G on the mediums. I think Dan is on the hard tyres, so at the minute Wayne G is looking like a favourite to get onto the second step of the podium. Although he's not got a lot of nitrous left, he has got the better compound tyre. A good exit out of turn 14 is what he's looking for. Oh, as Dan goes very wide onto the kitty litter and picks up that half a second. Now that is really going to play into Wayne G's hands. All Wayne G he's got to do now is just keep cool, keep calm, and stay within touching distance of Dan, and he will move up into P2. Dan, I'm sure, will be furious with himself. We'll leave these, we'll get out of Wayne G's car. Have a look where Grasshopper is. Oh, we're okay for a bit. He's just coming up into turn 4. But this race looks like he's got this well and truly won. Dan in second with that half a second. Wayne G sniffing around all over the back of him. Will definitely take P2 away if he doesn't get it done before they get to the penalty zone. Wayne G on the softer tyres. Then we've got Thomas in P4. Carlsberg in 5th. Hodgie in 6th. Then we've got Hawkeye in 7th. This is a good race from Hawkeye. Unforgiven in 8th. He's got Sai all over the back of him in 9th, with Chris in 10th, Fazer 11th, Taft, Rossi, Vane, and then Brian Moncani all the way down, being lapped by everybody, I think. So back up to our race leader, and well, Dan just about served that penalty, so Wayne G goes through as predicted. Grasshopper though, coming around the final couple of turns through turn 12, made it look easy in the end. Through turn 13 into New Holland at turn 14 onto the straight, and he can see the checkered flag, so well done to Grasshopper. Race number 2 out of 3. Brilliant racing from him. Wayne G, this is more like it from Wayne G. Oh no, he's picked up half a second. Now then, he needs to stay just a second ahead of Dan as Wayne G goes through. Dan in 3rd, so he did. So because half a second when you cross the line does equate to 1 second, but Wayne G was just far enough ahead. Thomas in 4th. Carlsberg gets 5th. Hodges crossed the line in 6th. Good race from him. Hawkeye in 7th, just ahead. Well, I say just ahead of Brian Moncani. He's a long way off, isn't he? Unforgiven in 8th. Sai in 9th. Chris 10th, Fazer 11th, Taft 12th, carrying a penalty. What a shame, we were rooting for you, Taft. Rossi will cross the line in 13th, Vane in 14th, and Brian Moncani a lap down in 15th, and well, let me know why he stopped. Had to be something to do with tyres. But Vane across the line then to take a 14th. So that was race 3. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed these races, remember to hit the like button. And if you've not already subscribed, if you could do me a massive favour and do so, I would really appreciate it. Until next time, be careful, and I shall catch you all soon.